Why do I go to Elmhurst College?
I'm close to everything.
I need a great school at a great price.
I'm learning about myself and my role in the world.
I love a challenge.
I'm dreaming big.
But feel totally at home. I want an education with meaning.
I want to be a champion for others. I made connections for life.
I'm ready for the real world. Why do I go to Elmhurst College?
To reach my full potential.
And we welcome you to R.A. Faginal Hall. We are on the campus of Elmhurst College. Blue Jay basketball tonight as Tethny Carrillo's Elmhurst College Blue Jays entertain the Augustana Vikings. Good evening, everybody. My name is Mark Kruger. Delighted that you are logged on to BlueJayTV.com. The Blue Jays come into tonight's game with an overall mark of 7-11. The Blue Jays 2-7 in the CCIW. Meanwhile, Augustana 500 on the year at 9-9. The Vikings 4-5 in the CCIW. Starting lineup for head coach Mark Beinborn, who is in his 8th season as the head coach. Alexis Jones, Jenny Crane, Mia Lambert, all seniors. Lauren Hall is a sophomore. Gabby Louise is a freshman. And now let's join the public address announcer, Bruce Hill, for the introduction to the Elmhurst College Blue Jays. So there you have the starting lineups. Marissa Urso, Queen John, Kelly Wyrick, all juniors. Lauren Goff is a senior. Becca Gerke getting the start here tonight. Becca Gerke is also a senior for Tethny Carrillo, now in her 13th season as the head coach of the Blue Jays. Elmhurst averaging 57 points per game. The Vikings averaging 70 points per game. However, the Blue Jays are coming off of their lowest offensive output of the year. They played on Saturday at North Park. North Park leading the CCIW, by the way. And Elmhurst could muster up just 38 points as North Park won 57-38. Meanwhile, the Augustana Vikings coming off of a win on Saturday at Carroll, winning 69-56. So it's Queen John and Gabby Louise to jump, and the opening tip is controlled by Augustana, and Augustana will let this one run out. This in memory of the great Kobe Bryant, who obviously tragically passed away along with his daughter and 7 other passengers. There is the violation. All the teams in the NBA did a similar thing to recognize Kobe, and now the Elmhurst Blue Jays will do the same. Boy, a touching moment, as that is as Kobe wore number 8 and number 24 with the Los Angeles Lakers. 20 years with the Lakers, and really a nice gesture here at Elmhurst. Boy, I tell you what, friends, it is I don't know about you, but I am still rather in shock about what happened. Nice little drive that time, and the left-handed layup is good by Mia Lambert. So Mia Lambert with the first 2 points of the game. Lambert, one of the leading scorers for the Vikings, averaging just about 10 points per game. And answering at the other end for the Blue Jays was Becca Gerke getting the first 2 points for the Blue Jays, and we are tied at 2. Gerke averaging over 7 points per game, nearly 5 rebounds per game, and she hits another one here from the right baseline. So a couple of field goals by Becca Gerke, and a 30-second timeout taken by Mark Beinborn and the Augustana Vikings here. Just underway here in this CCIW battle. I mentioned earlier that North Park is leading the league. The Vikings are 8-1 in league play. Illinois Wesleyan is 6-2. Wheaton is 6-3. Milliken is 5-4, and then Augustana and North Central are both 4-5. Carthage is 3-6, and then you've got Elmhurst and Carroll, both 2-7. Elmhurst will have Wheaton Thunder here at home this Saturday at 2 o'clock. That'll be the first of 2 here on BlueJayTV.com, as the men will take on Wheaton. That'll be at 4 o'clock. John Baines and the men's team taking on Augustana tonight in Rock Island. That shot partially blocked. Lauren Hall with the shot attempt, blocked by the Blue Jays. Goff faked the 3. Queen John on the drive, bit of a contact. Out to Urso, her 3 ball is off. Rebound to Jenny Crane. Crane ahead to Alexis Jones. Alexis Jones, a local product out of Marist, and we're going to have I think they're going to call a foul on Marissa Urso. It is indeed on Urso. That's her first and the team's first. 5 team fouls is the limit per quarter. We play 4 10-minute quarters on the women's side. As I mentioned, the men's team with just the 1 loss in Rock Island taking on Augustana tonight. We'll try to get you an updated score at halftime of this game here tonight. Louise, the freshman's 3 can't go. Gerke with the flat-footed rebound. So Gerke with a rebound and 4 points here in the first 2 minutes of this game. She fires it inside to Queen John. Her turnaround is good. So a good start offensively for the Blue Jays. Again, coming off of that 38-point offensive performance on Saturday at North Park. Blue Jays lead it 6-2 here, the early going. Jones, she's the leading scorer for the Augustana Vikings. She puts it up. That one is off the mark. And Gerke with the rebound. Alexis Jones is averaging over 16 points per game. She's averaging nearly 11 rebounds per game. So a double-double for Alexis Jones. Here's a 3 ball by Wyrick, back of the iron. No, Gerke with the rebound. Gerke over to Goff. Goff got cut off to Gerke from 17. No. Good rebound by Crane. Jenny with a good inside position. Flips it to Gabby. Inside to Jones. Kicks it out to Louise. Here's a 3 ball attempt by Hall. That's good. Lauren Hall with the triple, the 5'9" sophomore. She's averaging over 8 points per game and 6.5 rebounds per contest for the Vikings. Tried to get it inside to Queen John off her fingertips, and the Blue Jays turn it over. The Vikings, they average 70 points per game. I mentioned earlier the Blue Jays averaging 67 a game. Into the game, Dana Reiser for the Vikings. 5'8" sophomore out of Medina, Illinois. Went to Lake Park High School. Shot again from the top is good by Lauren Hall. That's her second field goal. She's got 5 of the 7 Vikings points, and Augustana leads it now by 1. 4 minutes gone by here in the opening quarter. Blue Jay basketball, glad you're with us here tonight on BlueJayTV.com. Eight to shoot. Wyrick steps back, launches a three, and she hits. So Kelly Wyrick hits the first triple for the Blue Jays, and Elmhurst leads now by 2, 9-7. From 10 off the glass, that's good by Jenny Crane. Jenny Crane, the senior, averaging nearly 7 points per game. A couple of rebounds per game as well from Woodstock, Illinois. And we're tied at 9. Good start for both ball clubs here. Wyrick dribbles over here to the near side, gives it to John. John flips it inside to Gerke. The hook is short. Rebound taken down by Alexis Jones. Quickly ahead to Reiser. Three ball by Hall. That one is no good. And the long rebound to Wyrick. Kelly quickly into the front court here for the Blue Jays. Into the corner to Urso. John on the drive. She kicks it out. Goff for three. That rattles in. So Lauren Goff hits the triple. Take another look. Good penetration by John, and the kick out. Goff left wide open. The senior transferred over from Waubonsie Community College in Sugar Grove, where she spent a couple of seasons playing for the Chiefs. Blue Jays by 3. Reiser on the drive, and a blocking foul will be called on Becca Gerke. For Becca, that's her first. It's the second team foul. And into the game, Courtney O'Donnell, along with Lily Griffenstein for the Blue Jays. Into the game for Augustana is Maddie Murillo, number 34, the 6-foot senior from Antioch, Illinois. Also, Macy Beinborn into the game, head coach Mark Beinborn's freshman daughter. And this will be a backcourt violation against the Vikings. Mark Beinborn, the head coach, now in his 8th year as the head coach. He's an 88 graduate of the University of Dubuque. His wife, Jill, is the women's volleyball assistant coach at Augustana. And as I mentioned earlier, their daughter, Macy, into the game for the Vikings here. Turnaround, and that one is partially blocked by Macy. Quickly ahead to Reiser, and she can't put her hands on it. The Vikings turn the ball over. 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in this first quarter. Queen John driving baseline. She got cut off. Here's Goff into the lane, puts up the shot. Kind of a wild shot, but she got bailed out because she was fouled. It was in the act of shooting. Reiser will get called for the foul. That's her first. And so Lauren Goff to the line, a 71% free throw shooter on the year. She'll shoot a pair here. Lauren makes good on the 2 free throws, and it's a 5-point lead for the Blue Jays. 14-9, 3:20 to go here in the opening quarter. Reiser holding on the far side, looking to get it inside to Murillo. Murillo with a half hook shot, and she gets it to go. So Murillo now in the scoring column, contributing off the bench with 2. 14-11. Blue Jays by 3. Oh, Wyrick went down to set a pick, and Goff threw a pass, and it goes out of bounds. So a bit of miscommunication there. Blue Jays turn it over. And now Augustana, if they hit a triple, the Vikings can tie it up here. Beinborn picks up her dribble, tried to get it inside to Lambert. Lambert kicks it out. That three is good by Reiser. So Reiser's triple ties the game up at 14. Second triple of the game for Augustana. Lauren Hall has the other three ball. Blue Jays have a couple of triples also. O'Donnell getting free down low. Courtney with her first 2 points of the game. O'Donnell averaging 8.6 points per game and over 6 rebounds per contest, as you saw another look at it here. And that three ball is good for Augustana's Reiser. That's her second from downtown, and Augustana recaptures the lead, 17-16. 1:40 to go here in the first quarter. Both teams shooting the ball well. Griffenstein, she'll try a three. That one no good. And O'Donnell was held by Beinborn. Or check that, I'm sorry, Gabby Louise, the freshman. Well, are they hitting Louise or are they hitting Murillo? Oh, okay, they're going to hit Murillo with the foul. Murillo's first. Hall comes back into the game. Murillo will sit down. Elena Cabrera into the game. She's got the ball now in the corner for the Blue Jays. Dribbles it up top. Gerke inside, and the left-handed lay-in is good by O'Donnell. Nice assist by Gerke for Courtney. That's her second field goal. And the Blue Jays recapture the lead as we seesaw back and forth here. Hall going to work on O'Donnell, and Hall gets fouled by Courtney. And so Lauren Hall will come to the line here to shoot two. Pretty good move in the post there by Lauren Hall. And O'Donnell picks up the personal foul. That's her first. It's the team's third for the Blue Jays. And so Hall will have a couple of free throws here. Can't get the first one to go. This one to tie the game up. Hall now with 6, and we're tied at 18. Marissa Urso checks back into the game for Kelly Wyrick. 1:05 left here in the opening quarter. Tied at 18. You're logged on to BlueJayTV.com. My name is Mark Kruger. Delighted to bring you live action. Blue Jay basketball here tonight from R.A. Faginal Hall. O'Donnell at the elbow, 8 to shoot. Courtney makes the move, baseline, turns, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound to Louise. Here's Jones. Jones has yet to get into the scoring column. We mentioned she's averaging over 16 points per game. Three ball by Beinborn. Off the front of the rim, no good. Cabrera got the rebound. That Augustana win against Carroll on Saturday, Alexis Jones, 25 points, 16 rebounds, and 6 assists. But so far tonight, she has been held scoreless. Final seconds winding down in the quarter. Urso dribble it off. Griffenstein down on the floor, and that will do it. End of the first quarter, and the Blue Jays and the Vikings are tied at 18. Again, the leading scorer for Augustana, Alexis Jones, averaging 16.5 points per game. She was held scoreless in the first 10 minutes of this game. Lauren Hall and Dana Reiser, each with 6 points for the Vikings. Meanwhile, Lauren Goff has 5. Courtney O'Donnell and Becca Gerke each with 4 points in that first quarter. Again, the Blue Jays will be back in action this Saturday, February 1st. A 2 o'clock tip-off against the Wheaton Thunder. We'll have that one for you live here on BlueJayTV.com. Live here from R.A. Fagnall Hall. That's a 2 o'clock tip-off. It's the first of two on Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock. John Baines and the men's team, the CCIW league leaders, will take on the Wheaton Thunder. That will get going at approximately 4 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. I'll be here to bring you both games, so make sure you are logged on Saturday afternoon. Women at 2 o'clock, men at 4 o'clock, Elmhurst and Wheaton. Other women's action this Saturday. Carroll will be at Illinois Wesleyan. North Park, the league leaders, will be at North Central, and Milliken will be in Rock Island to take on these Augustana Vikings on Saturday. All right, it'll be Blue Jay basketball here to start the second quarter. Elena Cabrera, Lily Griffenstein, Courtney O'Donnell, Becca Gerke, and Marissa Urso to start the second quarter for Tethny Carrillo's Blue Jays. Tied at 18, Elmhurst and Augustana. Gerke shoots off the glass, and she was fouled. So Becca Gerke looking to complete the three-point play. That breaks the tie. There you take a look at the replay. The foul was on Lauren Hall. That's her first. So Gerke now with a chance to complete the three-point play. She does. Gerke now with 7. Blue Jays by 3, 21-18, just underway here in the second quarter. Crane holding now inside to Hall. Hall goes baseline, got double teamed. Here's Jones. Into the lane, and the pull-up is off by Louise. Blue Jays now on the attack with the ball leading by 3. Urso drives baseline, got cut off, bounce pass to Gerke, is picked off by Louise, and a foul. And if this one's on Gerke, that's going to be foul number 2. It is indeed on Becca, so that's her second foul. Queen John is going to come in to replace Gerke, who sits down with the 2 fouls. Queen John is the leading scorer for the Blue Jays, averaging over 12 points per game, over 7 rebounds per game as well. Lauren Hall holding, here's Jones. Jones looking for her first 2 points of the game over Cabrera. Tough shot, and O'Donnell got the rebound. Popping out Urso. Griffenstein, the freshman for 3. No, Urso got the rebound and a new 20-second shot clock as the ball was knocked out of bounds. It went off of Urso, so it will be Augie basketball here. Vikings with the ball trailing by 3. Into the lane is Louise. Double team, brings it back out. Swinging around, Beinborn will pull up from 12. Short, may have been partially blocked. Wyrick comes away with it for Elmhurst. Wyrick passes it off to Urso. Back to Wyrick. Wyrick dribbling into the lane, kicks it out. Cabrera for 3. Short. Urso, though, with the rebound, and she had it taken away from her. Crane holding up top, guarded by Urso. 16 on the shot clock. 10 to shoot now. Hall holding. Into the corner is Jones. 5 to shoot. Jones drives, passes it out to Crane for 3 with the shot clock at 1. Oh, the ball comes out. It was kicked by an Augustana player, so it's going to be Blue Jay ball here. Back into the game is Reiser for the Vikings. And out goes Louise. Still 21-18 Blue Jays. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we'll have entertainment by the dance squad, the pom-pom squad as well. So Stick around. We'll have all that entertainment for you coming up at halftime. Queen John went up, and it's going to be a held ball. Possession arrow going to the Vikings. 7:24 left until halftime. Marissa Urso Wyrick got shaken up a little bit, but looks like she's going to be okay. Chana Hodges checks in for the Vikings, 5'6" sophomore from St. Louis, Missouri. Went to Miller Career Academy. Jones with the ball now, veers off here to the near side, gets it inside to Crane. Crane is going to get fouled, and so Jenny will come to the line for the first time tonight. The foul is going to be on O'Donnell for Courtney. That's her second. So the two bigs for the Blue Jays with 2 fouls. O'Donnell has 2, Becca Gerke has 2. Jenny Crane to the line. She will shoot 2. Well, check that. They're changing it now. They're saying that the foul was on Marissa Urso. As that free throw is good by Jenny Crane. For Urso, that's her second foul. O'Donnell still only has 1 foul. 2 free throws good by Crane. Jenny now with 4 points. And the Vikings are within 1. And now some pressure in the backcourt by Augustana. John getting double teamed. Ball is loose, and Augie comes away with it. So that pressure D results in a turnover. A 3-ball by Hall is good. So Augustana capitalizes off of the Blue Jay turnover. Hall buries her second triple, and the Vikings lead by 2. 23-21. Again, pressure in the backcourt. Blue Jays, though, break it this time. Cabrera, bounce pass to John. John back to Cabrera. Her 14-footer tried to bank it in. I'm not sure if she intended to do that, but goes out of bounds to Augustana. 23-21. Boy, the Blue Jays just with that field goal by Becca Gerke, that 3-point play. That's all the scoring so far here in the second quarter. 3.5 minutes have gone by here in the second quarter. Mia Reese ready to check in for the Blue Jays here. Reiser's bad pass to Hall as Augie turns it over. Reese checks into the game now for the Blue Jays. She comes in for O'Donnell. Augustana takes a timeout here. 6 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. It's a full timeout taken by Mark Beinborn. 23-21 in favor of the Vikings. Some more numbers for you. The Blue Jays defensively allowing 67 points per game. The Vikings allowing 70 points per contest. Rebounds about the same. The Blue Jays averaging 38 rebounds per game. Augie averaging 38 rebounds per game as well. Vikings 69% free throw shooting team. The Blue Jays a 66% free throw shooting team. Both teams average 18 turnovers per game. So it's pretty even as far as the numbers go. And the score is pretty even. Right now, Augie by 2. 23-21. You're logged on to BlueJayTV.com. My name is Mark Kruger. So glad you're with us here tonight. 6 minutes and 15 seconds remaining here in the first half. Good ball game so far here tonight. We were tied at 18 at the end of 1. And now Augustana again with some pressure in the backcourt. Urso tried to save it. She could not. So another turnover as the Blue Jays could not handle the pressure by Augustana. Jenny Crane will trigger the inbound. She gets it into the backcourt to Jones. 6 minutes remaining here in the first half. Inside to Jones. Jones with a nice move off the glass and in. Boy, beautiful move in the paint. You can see why she's averaging 16.5 points per game. The lead is now 4, and in transition, Reese will get the easy bucket. So the Blue Jays breaking the Augie press, and there you see the result of it, an easy lay-in for Reese. And the Blue Jays are within 2. 25-23, Augustana. Crane guarded by Cabrera. Jones with a fake. The scoop shot with the left hand is good. So Alexis Jones with back-to-back field goals, and Tethny Carrillo wants to talk things over here. And she kind of sensed that Alexis Jones is starting to get on track offensively, and she calls a timeout. The lead is 4 for Augustana, 27-23. I mentioned that after this game here for the Blue Jays, they'll be back at home on Saturday against Wheaton. Then they'll be on the road for a couple of CCIW games. February 5th at Illinois Wesleyan, and then February 8th at Gregory Arena to take on the Cardinals of North Central College. That February 8th game, that's a Saturday, that's a 5 o'clock tip-off. The February 5th game against Illinois Wesleyan is a 7 o'clock tip-off. Kelly Wyrick back into the game for the Blue Jays. She's got the ball now. Gives it back to Lauren Goff. Goff will dribble it up herself here. Goff was blocked by Reiser. And for Reiser, that's her second foul. It's the third team foul. Correction, it's the second team foul only. 2 team fouls for both teams here in the second quarter. Just under 5 minutes remaining here in this second quarter. Cabrera takes it all the way, got cut off, out to Reese, and Reese hits the left baseline jumper for Reese, her second field goal. Remember, she had that layup in transition earlier in the quarter. Here's a 3-ball attempt by Lambert. She hits. Lambert now with 5, and the Augie lead is 5, 30-25. Cabrera tracks it down, picks up her dribble, looking for an outlet. Now the bounce pass to Wyrick. 10 on the shot clock for the Blue Jays. She works around a John screen. Goff spots up for 3. No good. Rebound to Jones. Jones quickly ahead to Louise. 3-ball attempt by Hall. That's good. Lauren Hall with her third 3-ball. She's got a dozen. Augie leads by 8. Biggest lead of the game for the Vikings. Cabrera into the corner, passed up on the 3. Good closeout defensively by Augie. John couldn't quite handle it. Reese takes the shot, no good. Jones with another rebound. 3.5 minutes left, first half. Augie trying to go up by 10 or even 11 on that 3. It's good. The 3 by Lambert gives the Vikings an 11-point lead. Augie's biggest lead of the game. Timeout taken, Tethny Carrillo, as you see Lambert connect on her second from downtown. She has 8. That's the 4th 3-ball of the second quarter for the Vikings. Augustana has 7 converted 3-balls. Elmhurst has just 2. Wyrick has 1, Lauren Goff has 1. So the Vikings getting it done from downtown. And that's a big reason why they have this 11-point lead. Lambert and Hall, each with 2 3-balls here in the second quarter. Lambert is a 39% three-point shooter. Hall is a 38% three-point shooter for Augustana. Lauren Hall right now is the game-high scorer. As I mentioned earlier, she has a dozen. Hall has 6 points in the first quarter, 6 points in the second quarter. Augie trying to get over the 500 mark. They're currently 9-9 overall. Trying to get back to the 500 mark in league play. They're 4-5 in the CCIW. Goff gets it ahead to Wyrick, to John. Blue Jays spreading the floor nicely here. Into the lane is Goff. Wyrick for 3. That one is well off. Griffenstein, though, got it. Goff steps back. Shot clock down to 7. Skip pass over to Reese. Reese dribbles into the lane, lost control of it. Shot clock down to 2. And we're going to have a held ball. Possession arrow going to the Blue Jays. Shot clock does not get reset to 20, so the shot clock is at 2. Blue Jays have to recognize that one and try to get a shot off here. Reese got to get it up. She does. Off the backboard, it's no good. Rebound to Hall. Luis holding, brings it up top to Crane. Crane dumping it inside, and the easy bucket there by Lambert. Lambert now in double figures with 10. Augustana's lead is 13. John pulled up from about 12 feet. She was fouled, and so Queen will come to the line to shoot 2. The foul was on Jenny Crane. That's her first. Becca Gerke back into the lineup for the Blue Jays. Also, Alexis Jones returns for Augustana. So Jean to the line here to shoot 2. Jean now with 3. And that one can't go. 38-26, Augie by 12. Nice shot by Murillo. Murillo with a nice little post move, the half hook shot. She's got 4. The lead is 14 for the Vikings. Gerke looking for it down low. They give it to her. She goes off the glass, too strong, but she was fouled. So Becca Gerke will come to the line to shoot 2. Foul was on Lambert, her first. Becca connects on the free throw. She'll have 1 more. The Blue Jays 5 for 6 as a team from the free throw line tonight. 6 for 7 now. 9 points for Becca Gerke as she comes out of the game as Courtney O'Donnell replaces her. Blue Jays trailing by a dozen here. 1:50 to go. Turn it over. Goff got the steal. Boy, that was a tough pass in the lane. And now the Blue Jays, if they can hit a triple, would be down by single digits. John will take the jumper from the free throw line. No, O'Donnell got the rebound. Courtney's put back is good. Good work on the offensive glass by Courtney O'Donnell. Take another look at it there. She puts it in off the glass. O'Donnell now with 6. And the Blue Jays trail now by 10. Into the lane. Good help defense by O'Donnell to block Lambert's shot. Griffenstein pushing it up here for the Blue Jays. Wyrick holding up top. A minute remaining here in the first half. Wyrick kicks it out. Griffenstein for 3. No good. John with the offensive rebound. She tried to pass it out to Griffenstein, and the ball was picked off. Pulling up and hitting the three is Macy Beinborn. Beinborn's first points of the game. Boy, a big triple. The lead is now 13 for Augustana. John inside to O'Donnell off her fingertips, and the Blue Jays turn it over. Elena Cabrera back into the game for the Blue Jays for the final 32 and a half seconds. Don't forget the Blue Jay dance team, the Palm Squad, all performing here at halftime, and you will see it here on BlueJayTV.com. About a 1 second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. It's like the Vikings will run it down here, try to get the last shot. Into the lane is Crane, and yeah, I was going to say, Crane was in the lane for a long time, and they called a 3-second violation. So now the Blue Jays, with the shot clock turned off, there's just 10 seconds left to go in the half. Wyrick dribbling it up into the front court. Wyrick into the corner, Goff. Wyrick got to get it up, she does. And that one a little bit short. And so we are now at halftime here from R.A. Fagnall Hall. The visiting Vikings of Augustana lead it by 13, 43-30 over the Blue Jays of Elmhurst. Remember, we were tied at 18 at the end of one. But Augustana coming up with a big second quarter as they score 25 points in the second quarter and outscore the Blue Jays 25-12 in that second quarter to take this 13-point lead here at halftime. So now, as promised, here comes the Blue Jay Dance Squad.
Thank you, Mark.
Why do I go to Elmhurst College?
I'm close to everything.
I need a great school at a great price.
I'm learning about myself and my role in the world.
I love a challenge.
I'm dreaming big.
but feel totally at home. I want an education with meaning.
I want to be a champion for others. I made connections for life.
I'm ready for the real world. Why do I go to Elmhurst College?
To reach my full potential.
Why do I go to Elmhurst College?
I'm close to everything.
I need a great school at a great price.
I'm learning about myself and my role in the world.
I love a challenge.
I'm dreaming big.
but feel totally at home. I want an education with meaning.
I want to be a champion for others. I made connections for life.
I'm ready for the real world. Why do I go to Elmhurst College?
To reach my full potential.
Scottie Williams takes his place in the Hall of Fame as the most decorated football player in Elmhurst College history. From 2009 to 2012, Williams rewrote the Elmhurst record book, cementing his place as one of Elmhurst's all-time greats. A four-time All-Conference selection, Williams earned first-team All-Conference honors for 3 straight years from 2010 to 2012. He set a single-season rushing record in 2010, only to break it in 2011. During his senior year in 2012, Williams torched his own record again, rushing for 2,046 yards and 22 touchdowns while leading the Blue Jays to the NCAA playoffs for the first time in school history. Named the CCIW's Offensive Player of the Year in 2012, Williams finished his career with 5,203 yards and 50 rushing touchdowns, breaking the previous rushing record by more than 1,600 yards. Tim Lester, now the head coach at Western Michigan University, was the Blue Jays head coach for all of Williams' time at Elmhurst. Lester knew he had someone special in Williams.
Scottie was a special running back talent-wise. I mean, low center of gravity, great feet, great drive, great ball security. But his ability to keep his balance. I mean, there were times that he would disappear behind his O-line, which was huge. And he wouldn't go down. For a little guy, he ran like a big back, and it was fun to watch.
Chris Kirkpatrick was an all-conference and all-regions center for the Blue Jays during the Williams era, and he knows how important Scottie was to the success of the team.
Scottie would tell you that he was a cog in the machine, and that goes back to his humble attitude towards things. Scottie was so important to our success. As we became juniors, seniors, Scottie was no longer just the stud player that was quiet and worked hard. He became vocal. Not many people know that. He was the voice in the huddle. And that voice coming from the best player and arguably best person on the team, that led us through some of those tough games.
Elmhurst College's Director of Sports Information, Kevin Jude, covered Williams from the press box. He witnessed firsthand just how hard he was to stop.
No matter how hard an opponent tried to key on Scottie to slow him down, it just was really too difficult for them to stop him. There was a game against Illinois Wesleyan on a 4th and 1 just inside the Illinois Wesleyan 40-yard line, and Elmhurst decided to go for it. Everyone in the stadium knew that Scottie Williams was going to get that ball, and Illinois Wesleyan stacked 11 guys in front, goal line defense, and Scottie just blew right past everybody, broke a tackle, was off to the races, and Elmhurst was off to the playoffs.
Lester remembers the same play as well, but for a different reason, as the play elicited some rarely seen emotion from Williams.
He got in the end zone. He did one of these, which was hilarious because I've never seen him show any emotion when he scores. And normally the line showed the emotion. He just ran over and hugged all the big boys. But when he showed a little bit of swagger for the first time in his 4 years there, it made me laugh, made me smile, made me think that he was having a ton of fun at that moment to get the ball in the biggest moment to accomplish our goal. And he popped one and then, had a little fun in the end zone, which I'll never forget.
Williams' success in 2012 culminated in him taking home All-America honors and becoming the first Elmhurst player to win the Ghilardi Trophy, an award honoring the top player in Division III football.
To win the Ghilardi Trophy, you have to be a great player, a great student athlete, and a great human being on top of it. And Scottie Williams checked every single one of those boxes. Everyone knew about what he was doing on the field that year, but he was also an academic All-American, and he was also actively involved in Habitat for Humanity and several other service groups. And he was one of the most humble student athletes I've ever met in my time at Elmhurst.
As humble as Williams was, Kirkpatrick also remembers Scottie joking around with his teammates.
Our senior year against Milliken, which was kind of a fabled game for us as we had to go into overtime and overtime again, and Scottie broke loose for a 99-yard touchdown run. We had given him a lot of grief over the years, including Coach Lester, about getting what we called hawked in the open field, caught in the open field, and he wasn't letting himself get caught that day. And after he scored that touchdown, as humble as he is, he was letting us know that he didn't get caught from behind.
Williams holds several titles already: record-setting running back, All-American and Ghilardi Trophy winner. But today he adds another title: Elmhurst College Blue Jay backer Hall of Famer.
Having digital media skills is going to make a student, when they graduate, more employable. Whether they were a digital media major or a biology major, they're going to have the skills that they need to be able to tell a digital story. So they will all take a course called Digital Storytelling and a course called Story Structure. It requires communication and collaboration and innovation, and these are skills that they will be able to take with them whether they continue to work on a media project, whatever field they go into, or just life itself.
Embark on a journey to a new future with an advanced degree from Elmhurst College. Whether you want to take your career to the next level or discover an entirely new direction, Elmhurst College has a graduate program for you.
12% of our population have a master's degree. We're in a period of specialized master's degrees.
The advanced degree is a time to get more specific into some areas that you're interested in.
I believe that when you're looking for a graduate degree, you have to be ready.
You need to do some exploration up front to get some idea of what's possible, what people on the outside want and are interested in, and to begin to think about how that may match with your own abilities and interests.
Spend some time thinking about what they're passionate about, what they really enjoy, and what they want to learn more about.
But it's people that may want to better themselves in their career. They might want to look to another industry or maybe even another career. But many are coming just for that personal achievement. It's something they always wanted to do.
At Elmhurst, we believe the educational journey should be student-centered. You'll notice that difference from the moment you connect with us. You'll join a network of professionals and peers who will support you throughout your studies and your career, connecting you with employers all over the Chicago area. You'll hit the ground running, tested, proven, and ready.
I think part of the reason that a person would want to go to graduate school is so that they can get launched into their professional niche. We're able to really get to know our students personally and professionally and really challenge them, push them, and support them in all the ways that graduate students need support.
And we're also in a good position to help you clarify for yourself what your goals are, what your strengths are, what the possible matches might be for when you're done, and we will work with you to do that. So that sort of personal touch, I think, is more than just a saying here. I think it's very real in the way that we relate and interact with all of our students.
And we also help with job placement. The CPE, the Center for Professional Excellence, has been good in helping with resume building, job interviews, whatever it may take.
Our program directors will support you through every step of your journey. Elmhurst faculty aren't just experts in their fields, they're dedicated to expanding your reach with fieldwork, professional connections, and real-world experiences.
We know you. I, as program director, know every single individual who's in the program. I know why they're here. I know what they're looking to do. I know their stories. I know when situations come up that might require us to be a bit flexible and adaptable.
We really have a lot of fun, and we're really good at supporting our students through this rigorous program.
The teachers are phenomenal. I can't ask for a better school to go to.
By train or by car, from city or suburbs, our campus is easily accessible. And our proximity to Chicago, a world-class metropolitan center, means lots of opportunity for consulting projects, networking, and career advancement. You'll love the flexibility of part-time and evening options that allow you to move at the pace that works for you. In fact, some programs are offered entirely online.
We're easily able to give individualized attention to our students. We can really personalize their education.
Also connect our students with our alumni, building those relationships with their peers, building those relationships with their faculty members. Those students are able to make those connections and build lasting.
And welcome back to RA Fagnall Hall as we get set for third quarter action. You're logged on to BlueJayTV.com. My name is Mark Kruger. Augustana leading here 43-30. Couple of first half numbers. Augustana, boy, in that second quarter, they applied the pressure, and the Blue Jays did not do a very good job of breaking the press. Augustana 14 points off of Blue Jay turnovers in that first half. And in that second quarter, as this ball goes out of bounds, Augustana was 5 of 6 from behind the arc in the second quarter. For the first half, they were 8 of 12 from behind the arc. The Blue Jays were just 2 of 11 from behind the arc. So I'm sure Tethny Carrillo talked to her ball club about breaking that press and a palming call against Augustana. So the Vikings turned the ball over. By the way, halftime score of the men's game, Elmhurst and Augustana tied at 41 at halftime. Jake Rohde has 10 first half points. Derek Dotlich has 8. Levon Thomas has 8 points for the Blue Jays. So again, Blue Jays and the Vikings, the men's game, tied at 41 at halftime. 5 on the shot clock here for the Blue Jays. Wyrick for 3, short. Oh, and Urso just took it away from Jones, and the ball is going to go to Augustana. By the way, your 3 officials tonight, Lachey Hobson, Johnny Jackson, and Dan Fisher. Scoop shot. Oh, counted by Jones and one. Take another look at it here. Boy, a bit of a continuation. There's the foul way out there by John, and count the bucket by Jones, and now a chance for her to complete the three-point play, and she does. 7 points now for Alexis Jones. Remember, she averages 16.5 points a game for Augustana. The Vikings by 16. It's their biggest lead of the game. Wyrick into the corner to Goff. Gerke will launch the triple. No good. Rebound taken down by Crane. Crane dribbling into the front court. Crane out into the corner, up top to Hall. Good ball movement. Crane with the 3. That's an air ball. Queen John got it. John brings it up herself. Urso looking to get it inside to Gerke. It wasn't there. Urso for 3. Short. Gerke got the offensive rebound. Gerke on the drive. The hook shot is good. Becca Gerke now in double figures with 11. And a timeout taken by Tethny Carrillo. There you saw the replay of it. Good job by Gerke of getting the offensive rebound. Nice drive into the lane with the hook shot. And she is now the leading scorer for the Blue Jays. She has 11. 14-point lead now for Augustana, 46-32 in favor of the Vikings. 7 minutes and 51 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. You're logged on to BlueJayTV.com. Mark Kruger up here along with Dennis Bergen, our producer, director, audio engineer, our camera operator. Special thanks also to Kevin Juday, the Director of Sports Information here at Elmhurst College, for providing us with the rosters, the game notes, and the stats. We thank him as well. And, of course, we thank you for logging on to BlueJayTV.com. Shot by Hall is off the mark. Louise, though, got the rebound. Shot clock got reset to 20. Louise driving on John. She got baseline, but Queen did a nice job of recovering and cutting her off. 3-ball attempt by Louise. That one is well short. John got the rebound. Wyrick into the front court. Passes it to John. John into the lane. Nothing there. Out to Urso. Goff to Wyrick. Gerke's turnaround. No good. John battling for the rebound, but she stepped out of bounds. Boy, a good effort by Queen, but she fell to the floor and she fell out of bounds. Looks like a half-court trap now by the Blue Jays. Augie gets it over. They turn it over. Urso with the steal. Blue Jays with the ball, trailing by 14. 3-ball by Goff. Front of the rim, no good. Tapped around, and getting the loose ball was Crane. Ahead to Jones. Crane whips it inside to Louise. She was fouled. Lauren Goff came over from the weak side and committed the foul. For Goff, that is her first personal. Second team foul. Beinborn back into the game for Augustana. 6:25 left to go here in the third. First trip to the foul line for Gabby Louise. She has been held scoreless tonight, and she gets the first free throw to go. She'll have one more. All 5 starters have scored now for Augustana. Gabby hits the 2 free throws. O'Donnell back into the game for the Blue Jays. John will take a breather here. 6:25 left here in the third. The lead is 16 for the Vikings. Urso holding at the top of the key. Popping out is Wyrick. Gerke comes up to set a screen. Tried to get it into Gerke, but she couldn't quite handle it. Blue Jays turn it over. Four minutes gone by here in the third quarter. 3-ball. Beinborn left wide open, missed it. Louise, though, got the rebound, and she dribbles out. Hall into the lane. Hall driving on Gerke. Gerke knocked it away. Gerke trying to save it in the corner. She could. Well, they're saying it went off of Augustana. Blue Jay basketball. Reiser back into the game for Augie. Wyrick dribbling off here to the near side. Guarded by Jones. Wyrick inside to O'Donnell. O'Donnell counted and she was fouled. Good position down low by Courtney O'Donnell, and she'll look to complete the three-point penalty. There you see the entry pass. O'Donnell got her feet set, and the foul is going to be called on Lambert. For Lambert, her second. O'Donnell completes the three-point play. Courtney now with 9. Gerke's the leading scorer for the Blue Jays with 11. Elmhurst down 13, 48-35. Inside to Reiser. Reiser off the glass and in. Reiser now with 8. And the lead is back up now to 15. 50-35. Urso's 3 is off. O'Donnell's pass was deflected and stolen by Lambert. Elena Cabrera ready to check in for Elmhurst. Louise ready to check in for Augie. Into the corner, 3-ball, Beinborn is good. Macy Beinborn rattles in her second triple of the night. Tethny Carrillo wants to talk things over here. It's a 30-second timeout taken by the Blue Jays, and it's a 53-35 advantage here for Augustana. 4:32 left here in the third. Boy, I mentioned Augustana in the first half, 8 of 12 from behind the arc. And they added one more. They've hit 9 3-balls so far in the game. That has been the difference here tonight. They have shot very well from behind the arc. That pressure defense also has been a factor here, creating a couple of turnovers. And the Vikings lead now 53-35. Blue Jays need a bucket here. 4.5 minutes left here in the third. Cabrera inside to O'Donnell. O'Donnell got held up. And the possession arrow going to the Blue Jays. Courtney's still down on the floor. She went down pretty hard, and trainer coming out, making sure she's okay. Courtney now up on her feet, and you see the mask that she's wearing. Let's take another look at it here. Well, you saw the replay there. Looks like Courtney will be okay. She stays in the game here. 4:21 left here in the third. And the officials are making sure everyone is set. And now Lachey Hobson coming over to talk to Tethny Carrillo for just a second. And they're going to bring O'Donnell out of the game. Jocelyn Jacob coming into the game, a 5'8 freshman out of Des Plaines. She went to Maine West High School. She'll come in to replace O'Donnell. And that inbounds pass stolen, or actually by Wyrick. Skip pass over into the corner. Goff for 3. That one is off the mark. Beinborn saves it. And into the hands now of Reiser. Jones now with the ball for the Vikings. Jones gets it inside to Reiser. They kick it out. Here's Jones on the drive against Cabrera. 3-ball by Louise is no good. Reiser's putback is no good. Goff got the rebound. Hook shot is off by Gerke. Boy, the Blue Jays with just 2 field goals here in this third quarter. 3-ball attempt by Lambert is good. Mia Lambert, and for Augie, that's their 10th made 3-ball. Jacob trying to answer, and she does. Jocelyn Jacob with her first points of the game. And it's 56-38. Jones goes glass, can't get it to go, but she got the ball back. Offensive rebound, 3-ball attempt by Beinborn, back of the iron, no good. Luis went over the back of Wyrick. Luis with the foul, that's Gabby's second. Reese back into the game along with Crane. Also back in the game for Augustana is Hodges. And now pressure by Augustana. Remember, the Blue Jays had problems with this pressure in the second quarter. Get it into Jacob. Jacob to Cabrera. Cabrera tried to drop it off to Gerke, and it was stolen. Reiser brings it up here for Augie. Gets it across half court, and now passes it to Louise. 3-ball by Beinborn. That one is short. And Reese got the position. Oh, they're calling Reese with a foul. Boy, it looked like Reese had the good here. Let's take another look at it here. There's the shot. Boy, oh boy, Reese. I don't know what she did to get the foul there, but Reese is going to get called her first personal. And Cabrera is going to come out of the game here. Queen John's going to replace her. I think Cabrera maybe bleeding a little bit. So she's going to have to come out of the game here. 2:34 left here in the third. Hodges gets it in for Augustana. Louise, one dribble, blocked by Gerke, but Becca is going to get called for the foul. Take another look at it here. Some contact by Gerke. Boy, not a lot of contact, but Gerke picks up her third. Louise hits the free throw. One more for Gabby. This to make it a 20-point lead. 58-38 Augustana. Gabby is 4 for 4 from the free throw line. All 4 free throws coming here in this third quarter. And there's the pressure by Augie in the backcourt. And a foul is going to be committed. Luis, as Wyrick went down on the floor. For Luis, that's going to be her second. Second personal for Luis. It's the third team foul of the quarter for Augustana. 4 team fouls for Elmhurst. Jacob gets it into Reese. Back to Jacob, nearly stolen. Jacob ahead to Wyrick. Jacob inside to John. Double team. Her pass to Gerke was picked off. Crane dumps it off. Top of the key. Here's Hall for 3. Short. Jacob with the rebound. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third. Wyrick on the drive against Hodges, no. Gerke with the putback is good. Gerke now with 13 points. She's the game high scorer. And the Blue Jays trail by 18, 58-40. Louise into the lane, kicks it out to Beinborn. Nice drive to the left hand. Crane won't go. Wyrick ahead for the Blue Jays. Wyrick's pass is picked up by Crane. Crane tracks it down. On the dribble, now she stops. Hall passed up on the 3. Hodges did as well. And on the entry pass into Luis, a Blue Jay foul. Murillo comes into the game for Augustana. Lambert back in for the Vikings as well. Oh, they're calling a foul against Augustana's Reiser. That's her third. Under a minute to go. Here's Wyrick. Dribbling into the lane at the free throw line, brings it out to Jacob. 9 on the shot clock. Johns turnaround, off the mark. Rebound to Reiser. Tough shot by John. She was fading off to the side. Didn't have her balance on that shot. Half a minute remaining here in the quarter. The drive and the scoop shot by Crane. Out to Lambert. Her three ball is short. Jacob got the loose ball for the Blue Jays. Shot clock is turned off. 16 seconds to go in the quarter. Here's Reese. Wyrick inside to John. Queen turnaround and the block by Murillo. 3.6 seconds left. Jones back in for Augustana. She comes in for Crane. Blue Jays have 3.6 seconds to get a shot off. Here's Jacob. She takes the shot, and that is no good. So we have played 3/4 of basketball from R.A. Faginal Hall. At the end of 3, Augustana leads it by a score of 58-40. The Blue Jays with just 10 points in that third quarter. Augustana with 15 points in the third quarter. 58-40 in favor of Augustana as we head to the final 10 minutes of this one. The Blue Jays were held to just 4 field goals in that third quarter. The Vikings also with just 4 field goals, but the Vikings were 5 for 5 from the foul line. Elmhurst 1 of 1 from the free throw line in that third quarter. We were tied at 18 at the end of the first quarter. Augustana led by 13 at halftime, 43-30. And now here at the end of 3, it's an 18-point advantage for the Vikings as they have outscored the Blue Jays, as I mentioned earlier, in the third quarter, 15-10. Leading scorer for the Blue Jays, Becca Gerke with 13. Courtney O'Donnell has 9. The leading scorer for the Vikings, Lauren Hall, she was shut out in the third quarter. 12 points for Hall, all 12 of her points coming in the first half. Lambert has 13. So both Lambert and Gerke, both with 13 points. Reiser has 8. So Augustana ball here to start the fourth quarter. Again, you're logged on to BlueJayTV.com. My name is Mark Kruger. So glad that you're with us here tonight. Blue Jay basketball from R.A. Faginal Hall. Down low and the putback. The layup is good by Alexis Jones. 9 now for Alexis. And the lead is back up to 20 for the Vikings. Reese drives baseline. She got cut off. She whips it off the leg of Murillo. 16 on the shot clock for the Blue Jay. Don't forget, we'll be back with you Saturday afternoon for a doubleheader as the Blue Jays take on Wheaton. The women, as Queen John was fouled. The women will get things underway at 2 o'clock, followed by the men, Elmhurst and Wheaton, at 4 o'clock. I'll bring you both games live from R.A. Faginal Hall Saturday afternoon here on BlueJayTV.com. Jean gets the first free throw. She'll have one more. And for Queen, that's her 4th point of the night. Jean hits the 2 free throws. She has 5, and it's 60-42. Blue Jays need a couple of stops here. Hodges holding at the top of the key, guarded by Jacob. Hodges makes the move on the freshman. Shot by Murillo is good. Maddie Murillo now with 6. She has been a nice addition for the Vikings off the bench here for Coach Beinborn. Lead back up to 20. Reese with the entry pass inside to O'Donnell, immediately triple teamed, and the weak side and the steal by Hodges. Hodges flips it to Jones. Jones into the corner. To Murillo. Murillo turns, dribbles. Half hook shot is off to the left, and John got the rebound. Wyrick to Jacob. Jacob for three, and she gets it to go. Jocelyn Jacob buries her second from downtown. She's got 6, and it's 62-45 Augustana. That's the 4th made 3 ball by the Blue Jays here tonight. Scoop shot by Jones and a late whistle. Blocking foul on Queen John. And for John, that's her second personal foul. First team foul of the quarter. That'll put Alexis Jones to the foul line. Jones now in double figures with 10. Second free throw, rims around and out, but the offensive rebound put back by Hall is off. It's going to go out of bounds to Augustana. So they'll get another shot at a bucket here. 63-45. Lambert will inbound it. Into the corner. This 3 by Beinborn is short. Rebound Wyrick. Wyrick will bring it up herself. It's guarded by Lambert. Gerke popping out. Becca tried to drop it off to Reese. It was knocked away. Gerke got it back. Shot no good. Jones got the rebound. Here comes Alexis. Alexis ahead to Beinborn. Blocked by John, but Queen with a foul. And for John, that's going to be her 3rd. Second team foul. Courtney O'Donnell bounces off the Blue Jays bench. She's going to come in to replace John. John checks out at the 7:21 mark with the 3 fouls. 2 shots coming here for Macy Beinborn. Macy now with 7. Coach's daughter. Second one by Macy is also good. 8 points for Macy Beinborn. The lead back up to 20. 7:15 left. O'Donnell holding to Reese. O'Donnell to Gerke. Wyrick for 3. Top of the key. Back of the iron, no. Gerke tried to get a hand on it. Here's Jones in the open floor. Jones stops. Skip pass over to Lambert. Inside to Jones. Jones with a dribble. She fades. Got fouled. Alexis Jones back to the line to shoot 2. Kelly Wyrick picking up the foul, and for Kelly, her first. 3rd team foul. Cabrera back in for Tethny Carrillo. Alexis Jones to the line to shoot 2 more. Jones is 2 for 3 from the free throw line tonight. Missed that one. She'll have 1 more. .643 remaining. Second free throw by Jones is nothing but net. Marissa Urso checks back in for the Blue Jays. So you've got Urso, Cabrera, Jacob, O'Donnell, and Gerke out on the floor for the Blue Jays. Here's Urso. Jacob again. She hit from there a moment ago, rimming out. Crane got the rebound. Boy, that was halfway home for Jacob, and then it came out. Here's Jones. Hall backs in, passes it out. The 3 ball by Louise is good. So the freshman hits her first field goal of the game. She's got 7. and it's 69-45. 6 minutes remaining. Urso on the drive. Urso, the one-handed floater off the glass is good. Marissa's first 2 points of the game. 69-47. Jones into Louise. Into the corner, the drive by Crane. Crane made the bucket, but I believe they're waving it off. Yeah, offensive foul on Jenny Crane. Wave off the bucket, take another look. They're calling Crane with the offensive foul for Jenny. That's her second. And a timeout taken by the Blue Jays here. With 5 minutes and 32 seconds remaining in the game, the Blue Jays now are out of timeouts as Tethny Carrillo burns her last timeout. The Augustana Vikings have 2 timeouts remaining. 5:32 left. Touch really quick the rest of the season here for the Blue Jays. Again, they've got Wheaton here at home this Saturday. Then they go on the road for 2 games against Illinois Wesleyan and North Central. Then their final 2 home games of the year, February 12th against Carroll, February 15th against Milliken, and they'll finish off the season on the road February 19th against Carthage. Last year, the Blue Jays 10-16 overall, 6-10 in the CCIW. They enter tonight's game, the Blue Jays do, with a record of 7-11 and 2-7 in league play. Drying up some moisture out on the court just in front of the Vikings bench. And there's the whistle, and now we're ready to go. Urso holding. Bounce pass to Gerke. Inside to O'Donnell. Nice high-low. Oh, but O'Donnell missed the shot. Boy, that was a beautiful pass from the top of the key from Gerke down low to O'Donnell, but Courtney missed the lay-in. Here's Crane holding. Guarded by Cabrera. Skip pass over here to Beinborn. They get it inside to Jones. Alexis too strong off the glass. She got it back, though. 3 ball by Hall. That's good. Lauren Hall now with 15. That's her 4th triple of the game. 72-47. Cabrera at the top. Jacob inside to O'Donnell. O'Donnell gets around the defender and puts it in. Good drive by Courtney O'Donnell. And Courtney now in double figures with 11. 72-49. 4:22 left. Well, here's Hall again, and again she buries the triple. Lauren Hall now with 18 points as she has just made her 5th 3-ball of the game. Cabrera trying to answer, and she does. She buries the 3 from the top of the key. Elena's first points of the game. She got her feet set. There you see the replay, buries the 3. Pass knocked away by Cabrera, and she comes in and ties up Louise. And on the alternate possession is going to go to the Blue Jays. Griffinstein is back into the game for the Blue Jays, along with number 4, Becca Chrislieb. Chrislieb is a 5'9" freshman from Culver, Indiana. She went to Culver Academy. Here's Gerke. Turns, takes the shot, may have been partially blocked by Hall. It's going to go out of bounds to the Blue Jays here. 18 on the shot clock. 75-52 Vikings. Remember, we were tied at 18 at the end of the first quarter, but Augustana really took control from the second quarter on. Gerke trying to split the defenders. She does, goes with the left hand and lays it in. Good patience that time by Becca Gerke. Gerke now with 15. She is the leading scorer for the Blue Jays. (75-54). Inside to Jones. Jones into the corner. Reiser will take the shot. Short. Tapped out by Jones, and a new 20-second shot clock. Here's the drive by Lambert. They kick it out. Travel violation. Reiser shuffled her feet a little bit as she made the move into the lane. Blue Jays will fall to 7-12 now on the year and 2-8 in the CCIW. Meanwhile, Augustana will go to a game over 500 on the year as the Blue Jays turn it over. Augie will be 10-9 now overall with the victory, and they'll get to the 500 mark in the league at 5-5 after tonight. Anna Hill checks in for the Blue Jays, a 5'8" sophomore from Country Club, Missouri. She went to Savannah High School. 2.5 minutes left. Blue Jays will have to regroup, and they'll face a tough Wheaton Thunder team on Saturday afternoon. 2 o'clock start. Catch the game here on BlueJayTV.com. Cabrera with the rebound. Gerke will take the shot. Short. Ball is loose, tapped around. Augie comes away with it. Well, he tried to get it ahead to Hodges. It goes right into the hands of head coach Mark Beinborn. Jacob back into the game. She comes in for Gerke. Might be the end of the night for Becca Gerke. She leaves with 15 points, the leading scorer for the Blue Jays. Cabrera, she lost control of it, but she was fouled. Foul on Emily Ness, her first, the 5'7" senior from Sandwich, Illinois. It's the third team foul. Jacob trying for a three. Cabrera battling for the offensive rebound. And it's going to be a held ball, possession arrow going to Augustana, and now Coach Beinborn with the line change here. Try to get to the names. Olivia Haggerty, number 24, coming into the game. Cassie Cruz, number 44, a 5'11" sophomore from Clarendon Hills. She went to Hinsdale Central High School. She is into the game. Also, number 31, Kylie Joswick, a freshman out of Lindenhurst, Illinois. She's into the game for Augustana. Minute and a half remaining. Haggerty on the drive. Cabrera may have blocked it. It's going to go out of bounds to the Blue Jays. 1:22 left. Also into the game, number 32, Caitlin Nicholson, a 5'10" freshman. Went to Taft High School in Chicago. And that one through the hands of Anna Hill. And so the Blue Jays will turn it over here, 1:07 left. Give a lot of credit to these Augustana Vikings. Haggerty on the dribble. Into the corner. The three ball by Joswick is short. Offensive rebound to Cruz. Cruz her shot is off the mark. And into the hands of Anna Hill. 45 seconds to go in the game. Here's a three ball by Chris Lieb. Is no good. Long rebound tracked down by Cruz in the corner. Ness ahead to Haggerty. Half a minute remaining in the game. And a steal by Anna Hill. Shot clock is turned off. 20 seconds remaining in the game. 2 Blue Jays in double figures. Becca Gerke with 15, Courtney O'Donnell with 11. Cabrera on the drive, she got tripped up and she got fouled. So Cabrera will shoot 2 here with just over 7 seconds remaining. I believe it was in the act of shooting. Cabrera saying she's okay. The foul was on Caitlin Nicholson. So Cabrera with 2 foul shots. She makes the first, and she'll have 1 more. Second free throw is good by Cabrera. 75-56. Stolen. Jacob tracking it down, and the shot was after the buzzer. So the Vikings come away with the victory here. 75-56 is your final. Your game high scorer was Lauren Hall. She had 5 3 balls. She finishes with 18 points. Mia Lambert with 13. Alexis Jones had 11 for the Vikings. So that will do it. We'll talk to you again Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock when the Blue Jays take on the Wheaton Thunder. Again, your final score here tonight. Augie wins it 75-56. We thank you so much for logging on to BlueJayTV.com. This is Mark Kruger. So long, everybody.